Whatever language we speak, be it English, French, German, Punjabi, Hindi, Urdu, Japanese, Chinese, whatever you want to speak to Parmatma, you can speak that language. But it has to come from your heart. It has to come from a place of love. It has to come from a place of sincerity. Okay, when we're talking to Parmatma, when we're doing that ardas, we're doing that ardas in complete devotion and commitment and focus to Maharaj. That ardas will be true when Guru Sahib Ji hears it from a place of love. Otherwise, those ardasan that we do, when they're not from a place of love and they come from a place of just quickly getting through the process, Satsanga Ji, Guru Sahib Ji will hear them, but they won't have those impacts. Not the impact that it have when it has love within it.
ਇੱਕ ਓੰਕਾਰ ਸਤਿਨਾਮ ਕਰਤਾ ਪੁਰਖ ਨਿਰਭਉ ਨਿਰਵੈਰ ਅਕਾਲ ਮੂਰਤ ਅਜੂਨੀ ਸੈਭੰ ਗੁਰ ਪ੍ਰਸਾਦ ਜਪ ਆਦ ਸਚ ਜੁਗਾਦ ਸਚ ਹੈ ਵੀ ਸਚ ਨਾਨਕ ਹੋਸੀ ਵੀ ਸਚ ਇੱਕ ਓੰਕਾਰ ਸਤਿਨਾਮ ਕਰਤਾ ਪੁਰਖ ਨਿਰਭਉ ਨਿਰਵੈਰ ਅਕਾਲ ਮੂਰਤ ਅਜੂਨੀ ਸੈਭੰ ਗੁਰ ਪ੍ਰਸਾਦ ਜਪ ਆਦ ਸਚ ਜੁਗਾਦ ਸਚ ਹੈ ਵੀ ਸਚ ਨਾਨਕ ਹੋਸੀ ਵੀ ਸਚ ਇੱਕ ਓੰਕਾਰ ਸਤਿਨਾਮ ਕਰਤਾ ਪੁਰਖ ਨਿਰਭਉ ਨਿਰਵੈਰ ਅਕਾਲ ਮੂਰਤ ਅਜੂਨੀ ਸੈਭੰ ਗੁਰ ਪ੍ਰਸਾਦ ਜਪ ਆਦ ਸਚ ਜੁਗਾਦ ਸਚ ਹੈ ਵੀ ਸਚ ਨਾਨਕ ਹੋਸੀ ਵੀ ਸਚ ਇੱਕ ਓੰਕਾਰ ਸਤਿਨਾਮ ਕਰਤਾ ਪੁਰਖ ਨਿਰਭਉ ਨਿਰਵੈਰ ਅਕਾਲ ਮੂਰਤ ਅਜੂਨੀ ਸੈਭੰ ਗੁਰ ਪ੍ਰਸਾਦ ਜਪ ਆਦ ਸਚ ਜੁਗਾਦ ਸਚ ਹੈ ਵੀ ਸਚ ਨਾਨਕ ਹੋਸੀ ਵੀ ਸਚ ਇੱਕ ਓੰਕਾਰ ਸਤਿਨਾਮ ਕਰਤਾ ਪੁਰਖ ਨਿਰਭਉ ਨਿਰਵੈਰ ਅਕਾਲ ਮੂਰਤ ਸੈਭੰ ਗੁਰ ਪ੍ਰਸਾਦ ਜਪ ਆਦ ਸਚ ਜੁਗਾਦ ਸਚ ਹੈ ਵੀ ਸਚ ਨਾਨਕ ਹੋਸੀ ਵੀ ਸਚ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ 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 ਸਤਨਾਮ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ। ਇਕ ਮਨ ਪੁਰਖ ਧਿਆਏ ਬਰਦਾਤਾ ਸੰਤ ਸਹਾਰ ਸਦਾ ਬਿਖਿਆਤਾ ਤਾਸ ਚਰਨ ਲੈ ਹਿਰਦੈ ਬਸਾਵੋ ਤੋ ਪਰਮ ਗੁਰੂ ਨਾਨਕ ਗੁਣ ਗਾਵੋ ਹਮ ਮੈਲੇ ਤੁਮ ਊਜਲ ਕਰਤੇ ਹਮ ਨਿਰਗੁਣ ਤੂੰ ਦਾਤਾ ਹਮ ਮੂਰਖ ਤੁਮ ਚਤੁਰ ਸਿਆਣੇ ਤੂੰ ਸਰਬ ਕਲਾ ਕਾ ਗਿਆਤਾ ਮਾਧੋ ਹਮ ਐਸੇ ਤੂੰ ਐਸਾ हम पापी तुम पाप खंडन, नीको ठाकुर देसा। डंडौत बंदन अनक बार, सर्ब कला समरथ। डोलन ते राखो प्रभु, नानक दे कर हथ। ज्ञान ध्यान किछ कर्म न जाना, सार न जाना तेरे। सब ते वड्डा सतगुर नानक, जिन कल राखी मेरे। सब ते वड्डा सतगुर नानक, जिन कल राखी मेरे।
सतनाम श्री वाहिगुरु साहिब जी। साचा साहिब साच नाए, पाख्या पाओ अपार। आखे मंगहे देहि देहि, दात करे दातार। फेर के अग्गा रखिया, जित दिसा दरबार। मोहक बोलन बोलिया, जित सुन तरे प्यार। अमृत वेला सच ना, वड्याई विचार। करमी आवा कपरा, नदरी मोख द्वार। नानक एवै जानिया, सब आपे सच्चार। साचा साहिब साच नाए, पाख्या पाओ अपार।
वाहिगुरु जी का खालसा, वाहिगुरु जी की फतेह। साध संगत जी, गुरु साहिब जी का लख लख शुकराना है, जिन्हां दे ओट आसरे सदका आपां सारे गुरु साहिब जी दे दरबार विच इकट्ठे होए हाँ। We're so fortunate, Sad Sangat Ji, that on this evening we're able to come to Guru Sahib Ji's Sharan, into their darbar, to be able to do their darshan and come into Sangat and meet the Sangat as well. So Guru Sahib Ji da lakh lakh shukrana कि Maharaj has blessed us with these opportunities. Sad Sangat Ji, over the past few weeks we've been going through Sri Japji Sahib Ji the Katha, and a quick recap just to go back to a couple of the Pauriyan, just in case for some of those who may have missed it. One of the first questions that Guru Nanak Dev Ji is being asked by the Sikhs. So remember that Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj has travelled to Sumer Parbat, this mountain in the Himalayas, and they're meeting the Sikhs to explain to the Sikhs about Parmatma. And the Sikhs are asking these questions to Guru Sahib Ji, who is Parmatma? How do we meet Parmatma? One of the first questions in Sri Japji Sahib is, Kiv satyara hoye, kiv kude tutte pal. And Guru Nanak Dev Ji explains the answer to this question, the question being that how do we actually achieve oneness? How do we actually meet that true Lord, that satyara? How do we actually break away from this veil of falsehood? Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj explains in the Pauri Hukam. By walking on Guru Sahib Ji's, Vaheguru Ji's Hukam, their command, we can then achieve this liberation. And Maharaj explains that this Hukam, this command is so vast. Hukmi hovan akar, Hukam na keha jai. We can't explain the power of this Hukam that has created the whole of existence and creation. How can we explain the greatness of that Hukam? There's a whole Pauri Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj dedicates to the power of Hukam. The Sikhs asked the question about how great is Parmatma. Tell me about the power of Parmatma. And we covered this last week, where Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj says, Gaave ko taan, hove kise taan. How do we explain the power of God? Who can sing the power of God? Only if that person has experienced that power of God themselves or has that power of God. So how deep do we go with this? How far does Maharaj explain this to us? Guru Sahib Ji has a whole Pauri about how one can sing about those praises of Parmatma and how he gives us everything. So now, Sad Sangat Ji, the Sikhs are asking the question to Guru Sahib Ji, saying, Guru Nanak Dev Ji, if there are many other kings in the world, and many kings have come and gone, and those Raje who've got their kingdoms, if they've got their kingdoms, has God got a kingdom? Has Parmatma got a kingdom?
Has Parmatma, has Vaheguru Ji, like other kings that we see in the world? Guru Sahib Ji answers this question in this first line, Hanji.
Saachaa Saahib sach naaay pakhya pao apar.
Saachaa Sahib. Maharaj is saying Saachaa, Saachaa means true. And Sahib translates to master, the Lord. So Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj is answering the question saying that actually this one Parmatma is not like other kings that we see in the world, because these other kings come for a small period of time. They might live for a number of years, but then after that they've gone. So how do we call that true? Remember Satsanga Ji, when we first talked about the Mool Mantar, we talked about how ik is true everywhere, is sach, sat the naam. That is something that cannot be destroyed and will live forever. And this is what Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj is explaining here about Saachaa Sahib. That master is true. That master is there forever. Aad sach, jugad sach, hai bhi sach, Nanak hosi bhi sach. So Parmatma, Guru Nanak Dev Ji explains that Parmatma is that true Lord, that Saachaa Sahib. He isn't going anywhere. He's not like those worldly kings that we see. And then they say Saach Naaay. That Saach Naaay, that Parmatma, that one Lord, that Saachaa Sahib, that one Master, his name is true. Not like the name of other kings who are just forgotten through history. How many kings do we remember through our history, right? Through the Indian history or history within England or any other country around the world or other cultures and societies. We don't remember all those kings' names and all the people who came. But Parmatma, his name is true. His name is forever. And that naam, that Naaay, will never be forgotten throughout all the ages. Guru Sahib Ji explains, Nanak hor path sahiyan kudiyan, that many other kingdoms around the world are all false. They're not true at all. That the only ones that are true, those path sahiyan are true, the ones that are imbued with naam. The ones that have got naam in them, those kingdoms and those kings that are imbued with naam, those are the ones that will always be true. But the rest of the ones that we have are all false. Guru Sahib Ji continues to explain that after Saachaa Sahib Saach Naaay, pakhya pao apar. The Sikhs are asking the question now to Guru Sahib Ji, okay, so if this king is true and this Parmatma lives forever and is forever and his name is forever, then tell me about the languages. Tell us about the languages that Parmatma speaks. Tell us about what language does that Parmatma like. Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj explains that pakhya pao apar. Now, just to explain what each of these words mean, pakhya means language. And pao, in this first translation, we'll see pao means every, all. And apar means that infinite one, that limitless one. Apar, Akal Purukh, Vaheguru, they are limitless. Pakhya pao apar, Guru Nanak Dev Ji is answering the question to the Sikhs. The Sikhs are saying, what languages does Parmatma speak? And Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj says that one speaks every language. How does that one not speak any language? That one who's created everything, that Parmatma who's created everything, he speaks every language. Pakhya, language, pao, every, apar, that limitless one. He speaks all languages. So the Sikhs now ask a question again. They say, okay, what is his favorite language? They're really trying to understand Parmatma. And this sometimes, Satsanga Ji, even though our scholars, Sant Gyani Gurbachan Singh Ji, who was such a great Vidwan, such a Brahm Gyani, in their steek from which a lot of this Katha is from, they write about how we can join on to the one, and how Parmatma, right, is so imbued in this love. And they're talking about the Siddhs, and they're asking these questions about how the Siddhs are interacting with Guru Nanak Dev Ji. But Satsanga Ji, that's us as well. We can ask these questions to Guru Sahib Ji to say, what is the best language to speak to God with? How can we engage with Parmatma? Vaheguru Ji de naal aapa kis tarah gallan kariye? And the Sikhs are asking this very same question. Guru Nanak Dev Ji answers it with the very same pankti again. They say, Pakhya, Pao, Apar. They say the language that Pakhya is the one of Pao, of love. Apar, for that limitless one. It's the Pao. It's all about love. Guru Nanak Dev Ji is explaining that that language that Parmatma loves the most, or the one that is his favorite, is the one that is of love. What does this mean to us? Satsang Ji has been a few people who've approached me before and said, how do we talk to Guru Sahib? Some children have asked before in the classes, does Guru Sahib only understand Punjabi? Do they only understand Gurbani? Do we have to do a formal ardas like we do in front of Guru Sahib Ji in order for our ardas to be heard? How do we talk to Guru Sahib? And Satsanga Ji, this pankti, Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj explains it to us so beautiful, in such a beautiful way, that actually Guru Sahib Ji, Vaheguru, listens to that language of love. Whatever language we speak, be it English, French, German, Punjabi, Hindi, Urdu, Japanese, Chinese, whatever you want to speak to Parmatma, you can speak that language. But it has to come from your heart. It has to come from a place of love. It has to come from a place of sincerity. Okay, when we're talking to Parmatma, when we're doing that ardas, we're doing that ardas in complete devotion and commitment and focus to Maharaj. That ardas will be true when Guru Sahib Ji hears it from a place of love. Otherwise, those ardasan that we do when they're not from a place of love and they come from a place of just quickly getting through the process, Satsanga Ji, Guru Sahib Ji will hear them, but they won't have those impacts. Not the impact that it have when it has love within it. Satsanga Ji, that ardas when we stand in front of Sri Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj and we stood there and our eyes are streaming with tears. And we're asking for Guru Sahib Ji for something that we need in life, whatever that might be in that moment of desperation. It might be tears of happiness to say, Guru Sahib Ji, I'm so grateful to you that Maharaj, you've blessed us with so much, be it children, be it a home, be it wealth, be it whatever it may be, maybe even Naam. Have we imagined that we can stand in front of Guru Sahib Ji and say, Maharaj, thoda shukrana, you've blessed me with a glimpse of Naam. There's a shabad that we recite whenever we have khushiyan in our life. Lakh khushiyan, paatsahiyan, je Satgur nadar kare. That shabad that we often sing at like happy occasions, and it is a joyous shabad to recite. But what does the shabad mean? Those khushiyan come to us, lakh khushiyan, paatsahiyan, even getting the paatsahiyan, even becoming kings, even have royalties, having like so much wealth around us, whatever that might be, those paatsahiyan, that greatness, lakh khushiyan, paatsahiyan, je Satgur nadar kare. If Guru Sahib Ji, if Parmatma blesses us with their nadar, with their vision, with their grace, then we have those khushiyan. Nimak ek har naam de, mera man tan seetal hoye. If Parmatma, if Guru Sahib Ji, for one blink of an eye, one nimak, 1 second, 1 instant, was to bless me with naam, to experience naam, nimak ek har naam de, mera man tan seetal hoy. Seetal means soothed, cool, tranquil, calm. Maharaj is explaining to us that if we're blessed with naam even for an instant, we can get calmness within us. We can come into inner peace, into a state of bliss. These are the khushiyan. And we can get those khushiyan when we do that mardasa, that ardas, that supplication, that hath jod ke benti to Maharaj, dilon apa kariye, pyar de naal kariye. Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj tell us this in the Nitnem Baniya that we recite every day. Maharaj said, Saach kaho, sun leho sabe, jin prem kiyo, tin hi prapayo. Simple gal. It's so simple. Maharaj is saying that, Saach kaho, I'm telling you the truth, my sangat, my brothers and sisters, my children. Saach kaho, sun leho sabe. Jin prem kiyo, the one who's fallen in love, jin prem kiyo, tin hi prapayo. I often used to think that this pankti meant that when we fall in love with everybody around us, fall in love with our family, our relationships, our siblings, whoever we have, when we fall in love with individuals, that's when we will see Parmatma. But Satsanga ji, that was kind of my understanding at that time. But when we take it to another level, we're actually thinking that Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj is actually saying to us that when we fall in love with Parmatma, when we fall in love with Guru Sahib, when we fall in love with Gurbani, when we're in love with Gurbani and we understand what Gurbani is saying, to what Maharaj is saying to us, then we can say कि हाँ जी साच कहो सुन ले हो सबे जिन प्रेम कियो. This is the prem that Guru Sahib is talking about. Tin hi prabh payo. Then we merge into the one. Then we find Akal Purkh Vaheguru. When we're coming from a place of love, it's not just about our relationships. It's about falling in love with Parmatma. So Satsangat ji, this Pehli Pankti of this Pauri is telling us so much. And it's starting this Pauri all about love. And us giving up our tan, our man, our tan, everything, our body, our mind, our soul. And when we can give that to Guru Sahib Ji from a place of love, and we're talking that language of love, Guru Sahib Ji is Hazar Nazar. When we can do that ardas and we say, Raj na chahun, Mukt na chahun, Man preet charan kamlare. Maharaj, minu Raj nahi chahiਦਾ. I don't want the wealth of the world. Maharaj, I don't even want the mukti of all these different things. All I want is the love of your feet. Man preet charan kamlare. When we come from a place of love and we say this in our ardas, Satsangat ji dekho, the bliss, the anand that you will experience from just being in that moment. And what Maharaj will do is when they listen to the ardas, they will make it come true for you. This is what Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj is explaining to us in this Pehli Pankti. Hanji.
Aakhahi, mangahi, dayhi, dayhi, daate kare daatar.
Aakhahi, mangahi, dayhi, dayhi. So the Siddhs are now asking Guru Sahib Ji more questions about what does Parmatma give us. And Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj is explaining to the Siddhs that the whole world, everyone is always asking for something. Aakhahi, they're asking, they're begging for something. Mangahi, they're saying, please give me. They're begging for whatever they need in their life at that moment in time. Aakhahi, mangahi, dayhi, dayhi. And they're just saying, please give me, please give me. And this is a lot of our state at this moment in time. And many people around the world, everybody is always saying, Ke Maharaj, give me this, give me that. Sanu evi chaida, sanu avi chaida. We need food, we need sustenance, we need kapra, we need maya to live in this world. We need a roof over our head. We need all of these things. We ask for these all the time. And rightly so, we should come to Guru Sahib to ask for these things. Where else are we going to go? And Maharaj is saying to us, Ke aakhe mangahe, dehe dehe. Maharaj keeps on giving to us. They will keep on giving to us. Even when we least expect it, they will keep on giving to us. Have we ever wondered, Ke Maharaj, Guru Sahib Ji, Vaheguru Ji, you've given us so much. Have we even actually realized what they've given? Have we even taken a step back? Have I reflected upon the fact that we've been given a breath, that I was able to wake up in the morning and do whatever I needed to do in the day? It's that reflection and realization that Guru Sahib Ji is waking us up to say in these pauriyan, in these panktiyan, ke whatever we ask for, Maharaj blesses us with it. But are we coming from a place of love? Are we saying and doing the ardas from that place of love? Galta e ajandiya. This is the key thing here. So Guru Sahib Ji explained to the Siddhs that aakhe mange dehe dehe. Another translation of dehe is a body. So Guru Sahib Ji is explaining to us here as well that if we look at the translation of dehe meaning a body, and like we mentioned in the previous kathas as well, that how we are so lucky to have achieved this human body in this life. Because evi karma de naal miliya, this body has come to us from some great karam, great deeds we must have done in our previous lives to be able to have achieved this body. Maharaj is saying that this body You've asked for it and you've received it as well. In our previous lives, we must have asked for this. Why is this body so special? Because Sad Sangat Ji, this body, this human life form that we have is the pinnacle of the 8.4 million life cycle. This is the point in time where we can actually connect with Parmatma. Even to such a degree where Maharaj explains to us that the gods and the goddesses and the deities are all asking for this body. Sur nara mun jan Amrit khojde, so Amrit gurte paya. That the Sur, the nar, nar, mun, the jan, all of these deities that exist, they're asking for this human form. Just so that they can, through this human form, achieve liberation. Kyunki mukti, liberation we achieve through the bhakti, the meditation we can do in this body, in this life form. This is why Guru Sahib Ji says, "Eh manas janam dalamb hai." It's been so hard to get this life. What have we had to go through in our past incarnations of life to get this sarir? Eh manas janam dalamb hai, naam bina birtha sab jai. That without naam, without treasuring the meditation that we've been given on this path that Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj has set for us, we've just wasted this life. We've wasted that lottery ticket to be able to achieve mukti. So, Aakhahi, mangahi, dayhi. And Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj carries on and says, Daat kare, daatar. That daatar, that Parmatma, that Vaheguru, he gives data. He gives the data, the things that he is pleased to give us. The ones that those he feels are right for us, Parmatma will give us. Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj write a beautiful slok. And it's a slok that my Dadi Ji taught me when I was a young child. And it stuck with me for a long time, and I've only just recently understood what it meant. Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj explains, Jachik mangai daan, deh pyarya. Devan har datar, main nit chitarya. Ne kothna jai mool, utul pandarya. Nanak sabad apar, tin sab kit sarya. Maharaj saying ki Jachik mangai daan, be that beggar. Jachik, I am that beggar, Maharaj is saying. Jachik mangai daan, I'm begging for some daan, I'm asking for something for you. Jachik mangai daan, deh pyarya. Oh my beloved, please bless me with this. Please bless me with what I'm begging for, whatever that might be. Jachik mangai daan, deh pyarya, devan har datar, main nit chitarya. I'm praising you every day, every moment, every second. I'm asking for you, I'm praising you. Please, I'm begging you, give me what I need. Satsanga Ji, this is such a powerful shabad. And right at the last pankti, Maharaj says, Nanak sabad apar, tin sab kit sarya. That the sabad, the shabad of Gurbani, that limitless Gurbani that Maharaj has blessed us with, Nanak sabad apar, tin sab kit sarya. And through the shabad, we're blessed with everything that we need. Through Gurbani, we are given everything that we need. So Satsanga Ji, Guru Sahib Ji, in this pankti is explaining to us that data, that datar gives us everything. There's a Sakhi of a time of Guru Hargobind Sahib Ji. And Guru Hargobind Sahib Ji, Miri Piri the Malik, the Sahib, the Guru Sahib that wore the do karpanna, one of Miri and one of Piri. At this time, Satsanga Ji, Guru Hargobind Sahib Ji spent some time with Jahangir, the Mughal Emperor of India. And at this time, when they spent some time with Jahangir, they went with him to Delhi, to Agra. And Guru Sahib Ji was a warrior, but also a spiritual master. They were a king. And they didn't look like the other Guru Sahibjis who came before them. And when Jahangir first saw Sri Guru Hargobind Patsha Ji, Jahangir was a bit taken aback. This Guru of the Sikhs doesn't look like the other 5 Gurus who came before. The other 5 Gurus were saintly, but this Guru looks like a king. He dresses eloquently like a king. He's wearing swords like a warrior, and yet this is a Guru. And Jahangir was very intrigued by Sri Guru Hargobind Patsha Ji. Jahangir invited Guru Sahib Ji to come on an expedition of hunting with them and spend some time with Jahangir. And as Guru Sahib Ji accepted that request and spent a few weeks and months with Jahangir, they went on a hunting expedition. And whilst they were hunting, Saat Sangat Ji, a lion had come, this ferocious man-eating lion had come to attack the convoy of where Jahangir and the Mughals and Guru Sahib Ji and the Sikh were at the time. And Guru Hargobind Ji went forward with their shield. I'm sure you've seen the pictures where Guru Sahib Ji defend themselves with that shield, and they get their Siri Sahib out and they slice the lion, they kill the lion there and then. And they give that lion's soul mukti, they give it liberation. And now Saat Sangat Ji, Jahangir is very impressed by Sri Guru Hargobind Ji. And Sri Guru Hargobind Ji and Jahangir have set up their tents, they've set up camp. And Jahangir is seeing many Sikhs come to Guru Hargobind Ji. And they're coming and they're doing namaskar, they're doing matha tek, and they're calling Guru Sahib Ji Sache Padshah. And Jahangir says to Guru Hargobind Ji, why is your Sikhs, why are your followers calling you Sache Padshah, the true king? Why are they calling you that? And Guru Sahib Ji explained to Jahangir that I haven't asked for them to call me that. They call me Sache Padshah for the love, for their shraddha, for their devotion to the Guru. I haven't asked them to call me that. This is just what they do. And Saat Sangat Ji, we know Guru Sahib Ji is Sache Padshah. Why? This Sakhi explains why. Jahangir said to his soldiers, he said to the people around his camp that whenever any other Sikh come and see Guru Hargobind Ji, tell them to come and see me first. Just direct them towards my tent. So in this very same way, there was a gardener who has cut lots of grass, and he was a Sikh of the Guru. And this gardener, this poor gardener, he'd cut lots of grass throughout the day, and he'd went to the markets and he'd sold his grass to people, and he'd got what we call a taka, a coin. And he got this taka and he wanted to go and do matha tek to Sri Guru Hargobind Ji. And when he heard that Sri Guru Hargobind Ji was in this area, he went and he asked the guards that he wanted to go and do their darshan. The guards, upon instruction from Jahangir, took him to Jahangir's tent. And when he went to see what he thought was Guru Sahib Ji, remember in those days there was no mobile phones and social media. You couldn't see what Guru Sahib Ji looked like. If you've never seen Guru Sahib Ji, you don't know what they are. You don't know how they are. And remember, Saat Sangat Ji, in the times of the Mughals, even the Mughals had beards and they wore turbans as well. Not the malla like Guru Hargobind Ji told us to wear, but they still wore turbans nevertheless. So Saat Sangat Ji, this poor gardener goes to the tent of Jahangir and he puts his taka down, his coin down, and he does matha tek and he goes, Sache Padshah Ji, please bless me with Naam Di Daat. Please give me mukti so that I can be liberated from this life. Please help me in the afterlife when I leave. And Jahangir is sat there on his throne in awe. And he says, O Sikh of the Guru, how can I give you that? I can give you anything around the world. I can give you land, I can give you money, I can give you clothes, I can give you all of that. I can't give you this. And this Sikh looked up and he saw Jahangir and he said, why can't you give me these things? You're the Sache Padshah, you're the Guru. Why can't the Guru bless me with these things? And I've come with so much shraddha, with so much love. And Jahangir said, I'm not the Guru. I'm the Mughal Emperor Jahangir. You've come into Jahangir's court, you've come into Jahangir's tent. I can't give you these things that you're asking for, but what I can give you is all the worldly stuff. Tell me what you want, I'll give it to you straight away. And this Bichara Gursikh, with such focus and love for his Guru, what does he do? He picks up his taka and he stands up and he goes, tell me where the Guru is, I need to go and see the Guru. I don't want to have the worldly stuff that you're offering me. Tell me where the Guru is. I want to go and see the Guru. Dekho pyar. Look at the love of this Gursikh. And Jahangir directed the Gursikh to the next tent, and the soldiers, the army who were there with Jahangir, took this Gursikh into the next tent, and this Gursikh went to Guru Sahib Ji, did matha tek, and Jahangir is watching this, and he does matha tek, and he puts that taka down, and he goes, Guru Sahib Ji, minu baksha devo, bless me Guru Sahib Ji
with Naam Di Daat and bless me with Mukti, that I can be liberated from this life. Guru Sahib Ji blessed that Gursikh, and that Gursikh was so happy, so content, inna khushi de vich khada hoke hath jod ke he left the tent and he went on to his merry way. Jahangir looked at Guru Hargobind Patsha Ji and he said, what's this? Ke aaki ho gaya, what has just happened here? That a Gursikh came and he gave a taka, a coin, and you blessed him with something so otherworldly, with such a great blessing, and that Gursikh has gone so happy home. Is that blessing so cheap? That one taka is all it's worth? Is that all it is? That you gave such a big blessing? That you gave that person liberation from life for one taka? Is that its value? And Guru Hargobind Patsha said, nay. Guru Sahib Ji says, that's not right. It's not the value of the taka. You have to look at the value of the sharda. You have to look at the value of the love that Gursikh came. That Gursikh was offered everything in the world that you could give him. You were going to give him wealth. You were going to give him home. You were going to give him fancy clothes. You were going to give him so much. He forsaked all of that for the love of the Guru and came to my darbar. And what else could I give him? I had to make his wish come true. It's the value of the pyar, it's the value of the sharda, is why I blessed him with such a great gift. Jahangir then understood that this is truly a Guru, a Sache Patsha, that Sache Patsha that can bless us not just in this life, but also in our afterlife. And this is why Guru Sahib Ji is saying to us, Saachaa Sahib, Saach Naaay, Baakhya Pao Apar. This is what Guru Sahib Ji can do to us if we're coming from a place of love. They can bless us with whatever we want. The biggest gift, Naam Di Daat. The biggest gift, Mukti from this life. This is what Guru Sahib Ji can bless us with. Hanji.
Fayr ke agai rakheai, jit disa darbar.
The Sikhs are now asking Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj, ke, okay, so what can we give to Parmatma? For which we give something that we can see Parmatma. We can see that darbar. That darbar could mean their court. That darbar could mean their form. How do we see Parmatma? Fayr ke agai rakheai. It's a question. What can we give Parmatma that we can see them, that we can do that darshan? Fayr ke agai rakheai jit disa darbar. Hanji.
Maha ke bolan boliya, jit son tere pyar.
What words can we say, the Siddhs are asking Guru Nanak Dev Ji, with those words that we can actually feel the love of Parmatma? Jita sona tare pyar. That whatever we say to Parmatma, those words evoke a sense of love so much that Parmatma loves us and we love Parmatma back. What can we say? What could those words be, Hanji?
Amritvela sach dayhi vichar.
Amritvela, sach now. Let's explore what is Amritvela. Satsangaji, Amritvela is defined as that time of the last pehar of night, when 3 hours before the sun has risen. Normally we would say between 3 a.m. to 6 a.m. in the morning, but Amritvela could even be from 12 a.m., 1 a.m. through to the early hours until the sun rises. That whole period of time is Amritvela. Why is that called Amritvela? Satsangaji, Amritvela is two words put together. Amrit is this beautiful, the translation is ambrosial nectar, a sweet nectar. But it's a sense of our inner feeling of sweetness, of calmness. Some who have done so much abhyas and bhakti and meditation would even say that there's an amrit that's inside of us. That when we're in such a deep state of bhakti, of meditation, we can experience an underla amrit, an underla sweetness that is released from our brain into our mouth that we can experience. It's an underla amrit, it's an amrit that's within us. A vaylaa means a time. So in direct translation, Amrit
is this moment, this time, Amritvela is this time when we experience bliss, when we experience this inner Amrit and Barlavi Amrit. So let's explore this. First of all, Amritvela Sadh Sangat Ji, what Guru Sahib Ji has told us is that morning time, that Amritvela in the morning, where we can actually do Sach now, where we can actually praise Parmatma and recite that Sach, that true name, that Guru Mantar of Vaheguru, that Mool Mantar of Ik Oankar to Nanak Hosi Pi Sach, or any Bani, be it our Nityanem Bani or Sahaj Path Bani from the whole of Guru Granth Sahib Ji, that moment when we can actually recite Bani in those early hours of the morning, Sadh Sangat Ji, know it to be true that that is Amritvela, when we are immersed in Bani. Amrit Bani, har har teri, sun sun hove, paramgat meri. Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj write this shabad for us. They're saying that Bani is Amrit. Amrit Bani, har har teri, Parmatma, thodi Bani is so beautiful. That Bani is Amrit. So whenever we're in that moment where we're in a state, especially in the early hours in the morning, where we're in a meditative state, where we're so calm inside of us, and we're imbued with Guru Mantar, we're imbued with Naam, and we're imbued with Bani. That moment, Sadh Sangat Ji, is a moment to cherish. You might think, why is that so important at that time? Well, I think from my experience, it's highly practical time. Because the world is asleep at that time. The phone is off. Well, I say off, but it's on silent. There's no messages going out because everybody's asleep. There's no WhatsApps, there's no Insta messages, there's no notifications. The family could be asleep, the kids might be asleep. It's all still. The birds might be chirping outside, but there's hardly any cars. There's nobody in the streets. It's calm. It's still. And that helps our mind, because our mind doesn't then wonder, okay, oh, I can hear somebody woken up, they've woken up and wonder what they're doing. Or I can hear a car outside and wonder who it is. Or I can hear somebody in the street. You're not distracted by the worldly distractions. It helps us go into a deep state of meditation, to really immerse in Bani and go into ourselves so deeply that the world stops distracting us. We lose track of time. Can you imagine if we do wake up at Amritvela 3-4 o'clock in the morning and we actually start to recite Bani or Guru Mantar and we go into such a deep state, you don't care about time. Sit there for half an hour, sit there for an hour, sit there for 2 hours, as long as you can, as long as you want. But can you imagine, Sadh Sangat Ji, you haven't got to worry, oh my God, 7 o'clock, I better get ready for work. Because you've started your Simran at 4 o'clock in the morning. It's the practicality of being able to wake up early at that Amritvela and being before your daily duties start, before we get into the rat race and in the grind of the day, before all of these things happen, we're able to sit and calmly meditate. Sadh Sangat Ji, just for 2 minutes, everybody please sit together, हाथ जोड़ के, अखा मीट के, चलो आप सारे वाहिगुरु दा गुरु मंत्र जाप करिए. वाहेगुरु 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 वाहेगुरु. Just keep
keep on reciting Vaheguru Guru Mantar in your mind for a few more seconds. Vaheguru. Sad Sangat Ji. Even this moment was an Amritvela. Even this moment where we could hear nothing but our breath. The Guru Mantar was Amritvela. Amritvela is also that time where we can experience this bliss, this stillness, this calmness. Remember that shabad? Lakh khushiyan padshahiyan je Satgur nadar kare nimak ek har naam de mera man tan seetal hoye. If in this moment your man has felt calm and your man has felt shant from the stresses of the day, know this, Sad Sangat Ji, you've just had a nimak of naam. You've just experienced a little bit of naam in that moment. And Sad Sangat Ji, imagine if you could do that every day for a longer period of time, maybe numerous times through the day. This is the power that Guru Sahib Ji has blessed us with through naam and Simran. So this was Amritvela. What other definitions of Amritvela are there? Scholars, otherwise Vidwan Gyanis have written that Amritvela is also that time in our life when we're young, when we're just children. Why when we're just children? Because when we're children, we're not distracted by the world. In the sense, we're not stuck with mortgages and jobs and everything else that life throws at us. When we're children, we're innocent. We're not aware of all the workings of the world, and we have an opportunity to experience Parmatma more so and more easily as a child. A point to reflect, Sad Sangat Ji, and as I was researching this Pauri, I was thinking about this when I was thinking about children and Amritvela. How often our children are distracted by screens and movies and different things happening around the world on YouTube and all the other channels that we have. And they are distractions, to be very fair. And I'm guilty of it as well because, at home we have screens all over the place. But can we imagine what it would be like actually as children if we were able to really imbue in Naam and get into Simran and just connect with Parmatma more often? Because it's so easier to do. What a Jeevan would that child have? What life would that child have just knowing that they've got that ras, that beautiful experience of Parmatma on tap? That is why, as a child, is known that that is time of Amritvela as well. Another time of Amritvela, Sad Sangat Ji, is defined as when we're older, when we've become a bit old, closer to our deathbed, so to speak, and we might see some of our grandparents, some elderly people that we might know in our families who've gone through that experience, and we often say that in their olden age, they've actually been a bit separated from the family. They feel a bit away and disconnecting themselves from the family. It's happened in my family. I've seen that with our elders in our family quite a lot. But when they feel that disconnection, that is also known as an Amritvela in that old age, because the elderly are not connected to the world anymore as much. They're actually more immersed in Bani and Guru Mantar and Vaheguru. So that is also an Amritvela. Another time of Amritvela, Sad Sangat Ji, people, the Gyanis would write that this time of Kaljug is Amritvela. Why? Because Kaljug de Avatar, Tan Sri Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj have blessed us with this panth, with this path of Naam and Simran. And in this time of Kaljug, that Naam is what's going to save us. So we have an opportunity in this time of Kaljug, as this time of Amritvela, to connect with Naam more so. So this is as well. Sad Sangat Ji, this human body, this Jeevan, this life we've been given, this is Amritvela. Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj write and tell us this in the Rehra Sahib part every day. Pei Parapat Manuk Dehoriya Gobind Milan ki Ehe Teri Bariya. This moment, this life that we've been given, even this is an Amritvela of being able to join in bliss and in harmony with Parmatma, because we're so lucky to have this life, to be able to connect with Gobind, with the Parmatma, with God and the Almighty. Sad Sangat Ji, the other time of Amritvela is the time when we come into Guru Sahib Ji's darbar, into their sanctuary, come under their wing, come into Sangat like we are today. This is Amritvela, where we're doing the Katha and we're listening to the Katha of Kalpurukh Vaheguru. This is an Amritvela as well. So Satsanga Ji, there's many definitions to Amritvela. But Guru Sahib Ji saying that Amritvela, Sach now. That in that moment, that is Amritvela where we're reciting, where we're joining onto the true name of Parmatma, Sach now. Vadiyai vichar. And we're doing the Vadiyai. We're talking about the greatness. We're praising Parmatma and doing their vichar. Contemplating on their words. Contemplating on their Vadiyai, their greatness. And Satsanga Ji, this is what Katha is. This is what Kirtan is. You know, we often say, some people sometimes say to me from other religions and other cultures, they might say, well, how do you pray? What, tell us about your praise, the way that you pray. And Satsanga Ji, I have to sometimes pause and just think about how to answer that, because if we think about it very carefully, we don't pray, we praise. We don't pray as such. When we're reciting Bani, we're not praying, we're praising. We're praising Parmatma. We're doing their Vadiyai. Odi vichar karde. We're not praying for what, okay, we do an ardas, and that ardas could be for whatever we want in our life at that moment in time. That's okay. But when we're reading Bani and we're doing Kirtan or listening to Kirtan or singing Kirtan or whatever, or listening to Katha, that we're praising the one. We're praising Parmatma. So we don't pray, we praise the Lord. And that's what we do. This is the path of Sri Guru Nanak Dev Ji, what they've given us. Hanji.
Karmi ava kapara nadri mokh dwar.
So karmi ave kapra. So kapra, Satsanga Ji, has two translations. One translation of kapra is like kapra as in clothing, as a robe. What robe is Guru Sahib Ji talking about here when they're talking about karmi ave kapra? Through our deeds we get this kapra. What kapra are they talking about? They're talking about a robe of love. That through our karam, remember we talked about the week before about hukam and our karam, and the consequences of our deeds make us uttam and neej and give us dukh and sukh. But through our karam, we also get this kapra of love. Guru Sahib Ji da shabad aunda hai, Maharaj farmaunde ne, prem patola taise ditta takkan kupat meri. That prem patola is a robe, and that robe of love, that Maharaj has given us this robe of love to cover our honor, to help us in life. This is what it means by kapra as well. Karmi ave kapra. Another definition of kapra is this body. Through our great deeds of our past lives, like we've said before, Maharaj has blessed us with this body. This body is a kapra. Karmi ave kapra. And that's what the translation says as well. But there's different ways, as you see, Satsanga Ji, looking at these panktiyan and these words, because they don't all mean the same thing. When we look at just the translation, there's more than that. So even in this translation, it says that this physical body is a robe, a kapra as well, that we've been blessed with through our past deeds that we've done. Nadri mokh dwar. And then through Maharaj's grace, through their nadar, we're able to achieve mokh, liberation. We can get through that dwar, that gate of liberation, that door of liberation. So this Pankti Satsanga Ji tells me that just by doing karam, just by doing good deeds, we're not going to achieve liberation. We have to get Parmatma's blessings. We have to get their grace, their nadar. When God is looking down upon us, when Vaheguru Ji is looking down upon us, if they want to, if they are willing, they can give us liberation. They are the ones to make us go through that dwar of liberation, through that gate of being liberated. Our karam will give us the opportunity to ask for that. Our karam will give us the love, this body, they'll give us the understanding of getting close to Parmatma to even ask for that liberation. But that liberation is only going to come
when Parmatma decides it's going to come. This is what I take from this Pankti. That we can do all the karam we want, all the good things that we do. Many people, Satsangaji, myself included, often think, if I do this seva, Maharaj is going to bless me with mukti. Or if I do this thing, or if I do X amount of seva, or if I serve the homeless, or if I come and do Ramalyandi seva, or if I do this or whatever, X, Y, and Z, within the Gurdwara, outside the Gurdwara, whatever it might be, just by doing these things, Maharaj is going to save me. They're going to liberate me. But Satsangaji, that's not quite the case. Those things that we're doing is good things that we're doing. They are good deeds, and we need to do good deeds. I'm not saying we shouldn't, because those good deeds are going to get us closer to Parmatma. They're going to get us into a position where we can actually ask Parmatma for these things and get us into a position of doing more bhakti, more meditation, more namabhyas, more joining with the One. But it's Parmatma who's going to give us that. It's our ardas for Naam Didat. Like that Gursikh, that gardener who went to Sri Guru Hargobind Patsha Ji, he was asking for that. That was his ardas. He got blessed with it. It was his karam that got him there in the first place. So he could ask the question. That's what we have to do. Asvi karam change kariye. Let's do those good deeds in our lives that's going to get us closest to Sri Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj, get us closest to Gurbani, to be able to do the ardas from a place of love. Ki Maharaj, sanu vi bachalo. Save us as well. Hanji.
Nanak eva janiya sab ape satyar.
So in this last Pankti, Guru Sahib, Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj is saying to us, Nanak eva janiya. This is the way. Know this very well. That this way is how Parmatma is forever everywhere. And that is Parmatma who is true. Nanak eve janiye sab ape satyar. That Parmatma is true. Everything that Parmatma does is true. And we need to understand that to be able to join into that Parmatma, to merge into that one. Like I said right at the very beginning, Satsangaji, this is a journey that even though the narration of this Katha is the Siddhs asking Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj the questions, but these are also questions that we can ask Guru Sahib Ji, and we're getting answers from Guru Nanak Dev Ji in Sri Japji Sahib Ji that part. That this is the way. And Guru Sahib Ji is just paving this path for us, this path of understanding. And as we finish today's Katha, Satsangaji, one point I'd like to share with you all just to reflect upon. As I'm even going through this to learn Japji Sahib the part, to these translations and these arth, to prepare for the Katha on a weekly basis, one thing that I found is that as I start to recite Japji Sahib part every day anyway, I've slowed right down. And I've slowed down to the point where I'm actually, when you read Japji Sahib now, you're reading it so that it's actually making sense. It's a daily instruction that is making more and more sense. And I encourage you all that as we go through these Pauriyan week by week, and as we're making sense of these Pauriyan, when we next recite Sri Japji Sahib Ji the part, let's just also in our mind read Gurbani in such a way that is actually making sense to us as well. And those arth that we're going through are sinking in every time we're saying those words. We're not just giving it lip service then anymore. We're actually saying them Gurbani Panktiya from a place of love and sincerity, because they mean something. This is what it means to build a connection with our Guru. This is what it means to build a relationship with our Guru. To be able to recite Gurbani and know what Guru Sahib Ji is saying to us. And this is the value of Katha, that we can actually go through this together and learn what Maharaj is saying to us in these Panktiya. So Satsangaji, going through today's Katha, Satsangaji, no doubt I've made so many mistakes. It is natural, I suppose, because we're still learning. I'm still learning in order to be able to share this. But Guru Sahib Ji, Kirpa Karan, I'm asking for forgiveness from Guru Sahib Ji and from the Sangat, as you are the Guru's Roop. And I'm asking for that forgiveness. If in today's Katha I may have offended anybody or upset anyone by saying anything that has not been my intention, it's always about trying to connect us with Gurbani, connect us closer with Guru Sahib Ji, so that we can all be liberated, so that all of us can be blessed with Naam Didat, Sikhi Didat, Amrit Didat. Because Satsangaji, that is also another Amritvela. That moment when we're blessed with Khande Bhatti, that Amrit. that is an Amritvela as well. That is a time when we can really feel and experience that Amrit, that sweet nectar. And Sad Sangat Ji, for those who may be thinking about being blessed with Amrit, don't think too hard, don't think too much more. Because in April, at this Guru Sahib Ji, there will be a Amrit Sanchar where Sangatan can be blessed with Amrit. And Sad Sangat Ji, I would highly encourage you all, as we go on this journey to understand Gurbani, as we commit to Gurbani and commit to Guru Sahib Ji, one commitment is also to be blessed with Amrit. So Sad Sangat Ji, if you're thinking about it, or if you're preparing yourselves, or if you're not sure and you want to ask some questions about it, please come and see any of the Sevadars about how to be blessed with Amrit, or how to prepare for Amrit, or what that journey is like. Because Sad Sangat Ji is truly a blessed journey. And Sad Sangat Ji, I would encourage you all, Guru Sahib Ji Kirpa Karan, that we are all blessed with Guru Sahib Ji's Amrit, and we can all be blessed with Sikhi di daat. Deho sajana si sadiyan, jo hove Sahib se mel hanji.
Garmi av
Kapda nadri mokh duar, Nanak eve janiye, sab aape sachyaar. Vaheguru Ji ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji ki Fateh.
If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, share and subscribe. Please donate and help spread Guruji's message. Link is in the description below. Vaheguru Ji ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji ki Fateh.